What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Dirty Four-Door channel. Man, it's been a couple long weeks. Basically just been out here busting ass, man, and ain't really had time to really sit back and film anything. At least I ain't think about it. But went ahead and got the mounts, and I had to use a different mount for the trans because the one I had is for EG, so it would bolt onto the trans and not to the frame right there. Went ahead and drilled a nice little hole there, get that bracket there mounted. I went ahead and painted the motor white. A lot of people give me a lot of shit about it because it's white, but whatever. But today, probably gonna take it off for this cradle. Gonna install the flywheel and the twin disc, which is in here. Last 2 days rebuilt the trans. It's got a longer, it's still a LS trans. It's got the longer first gear, M factory first gear. It's got all new bearings, the whole new bearing replacement kit. Synchros are still good by Synchrotech. It's the Pro Carbons. And it has the M factory LSD. So basically like a little fresh little rebuild. It does have a little bit of play because it only has like one like shim where the gear stack goes. For whatever reason I only had one. Usually there's probably about two, but I only had one, and that's how it's been. The only reason why I wanted to take it apart is because it had a little bit of a whine on the downshift. So whatever, you know, we'll run it like that. It's no big deal to me. But I wanted to put the trans on like this, but you'd have to undo these two bolts, one on each side, and then you take the chance of the motor maybe tilting, and I don't want to go through all that. I'm going to get it, put it on this little dolly, and then I had another one there, so I'm going to probably take that motor off of that one. There's one for the motor and one for the trans normally, and just kind of rock it with that, and then go ahead and get this thing mounted the way it is, with the short block the way, you know, with no head on it. That way I can still work in the back of the motor. I got to do the water pump and then the water pipe, plus I have an oil pressure gauge, so I want to figure out how I'm going to do all that, plus with the feed line for the turbo. So I might have to reroute a few things. So I ended up getting a blocks master now. Went ahead and did that, but as you can see, I'm still having problems with this thing leaking, man. I have no idea what I'm going to do. All the masters I get leak. So I don't know. We'll have to see how things go. Alright guys, so after a long day of fighting with this, trying to get this twin disc situated, it was one of them cheap eBay $500 ones. But after fighting that thing all day long and finally getting the trans to line up onto the block and getting the bolts and stuff on, we were able to slide it on over and get these solid mounts situated and installed on here. It's crazy because like this one's a hybrid, that's an innovative, and this is an additive. So there's three different full solid mounts. It's crazy because you don't see these much anymore. So basically this motor ain't going nowhere. Once everything gets situated and we get it running, this motor is going to rock the whole car because it's 100% super stiff. I just got to tighten up that one bolt here on this post mount, and then that should be it. I take the jack out, and yeah, I'll start having to work on other things. I think the next thing I want to do is, I think I finally figured out my master cylinder. I finally got to stop leaking, so now I need to bleed the brakes once again, bleed the clutch. I need to find one more bolt that I'm missing for the clutch bracket inside, and then once I can get that taken care of, I think I want to do the dashboard, get that painted, and then slap that in there. That way I can start fussing with the wiring and all the little things, the water pipe, the water pump, and then get the gauges, stuff that I need to run out here for the gauges, like for the oil pressure gauge that I got. So like little stuff like that. So it definitely was stressful. I was almost at my wit's end with this thing, but yeah, it started to come around, man. So I'm just gonna make a quick little short video, show you guys what's going on with the car, ain't really had time to be making videos, man. I just wanted to keep busting this thing out, man. I'd rather have videos up and running and at the track than this little stuff here, but catch y'all on the next one.